I am gonna be completely honest with you. The only reason I'm making this video is because I watched one of the trailers recently and I thought to myself, man, Malekith is such an edgelord scumbag. Hey, that is actually a pretty good title for a video. True, but how do we get people to actually click on it? I don't know, why don't you just zoom in on his shit-eating face? And that is exactly what I did, so now that I have tricked you all here, I'm going to tell you about these absolute edgelords for about 7 minutes starting like 10 seconds ago. First of all, their name is super ironic because they look like your average tribe of albinos living in the ice fields of Antarctica. They're white as shit. And trust me, I know that it refers to their dark nature and not the amount of melanin in their skin, so there is no need to bully me in the comment section. Please and thank you. They are the inhabitants of Nagaron, or Nagaroth, or Naga something or other, which is located in the frozen northeastern corner of the map, where they, instead of putting coal into the socks of naughty children, make furniture out of their parents. That might just be the 40k Dark Elves, but I'm just gonna assume that they have the same kind of hobbies. The Dark Elves are one of the oldest, most powerful and sadistic of the 3 elven civilizations, who split from their boring vanilla-ass brothers after Malekith, the true-born son of Anarion, the first Phoenix King, got turned into a chicken nugget and vadered, trying to claim the throne. And he has been rather salty about the whole situation for the last couple of 1,000 years, which brings us to this video. Okay, so what is the deal with the Dark Elves? They heckin' love slavery. To them, you are nothing more than a living, breathing stimulus check waiting to be cashed. Their entire economy, like that of any decently large firm in America, is heavily dependent on having unpaid interns doing all of the actual work. The problem is they have this unfortunate habit of expiring on the job, which is rather inconvenient for everyone involved who isn't me, because that means that I get to go out and find me some more. And slaves, like any good crop, is best when harvested fresh, straight from the source. But it is not all bad news, because the bigger your slave population, the rowdier they become. Which is why I feel completely justified in making a sacrifice to the Lady of Desire in order to both secure the loyalty of my henchmen and greasing the gears of public order. All lords except for our legendary one has a loyalty between 1 and 10, with 1 being Marcus Brutus entering the Senate on the 15th looking shifty as all fuck, and 10 being Hashiko, the goodest boy to ever boy. Personally, I never had any problems with loyalty, but if anyone ever were to become a problem, they would find themselves waking up dead the following morning. Aw man. Okay, let's talk about the big man. The fact that he calls himself the Witch King is complete bogus, if you ask me, because first of all, a male witch is called a warlock. Second of all, everyone knows that witches float on water on account of being made out of wood and all. But I bet you all of the cobwebs in my non-existing saving account that if you toss his metal-encased, moose-looking ass into the sea, it would sink faster than a certain boat known for its skills in Tokyo drifting straight into icebergs. And I know that it was a ship and not a boat. I just really like to call anything even remotely connected to oceanic travel for a boat, just to piss off the boat people. Which somehow leads us to the Black Arks. I wasn't planning on talking about them right now, but fuck it. We ball. The Black Arks are basically the Disney Cruise Line, but with way more septum piercings, human furniture and free-range laborers. They are floating cities who can build buildings, units and attack coastside cities, which is fine, I guess. They would have been really fucking cool if sea battles were still a thing, but no, they had to go and kill one of the coolest, if wonkiest parts of the game because of reasons. Also, they can do this. Okay, let's get back on track. All you need to know is that he rides around on a big ass black dragon and has a spell that goes swoosh 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 and wins you battles. If that sounds like fun to you, go with Sir Musalot, the mother of dragons and maker of chains. If you don't think that is your jam, you can always just try out his mother. She is the complete opposite of Malekith. Instead of being encased in a suit of full plate armor like a certain Dark Lord of Darkness who is known for his deep and profound dialogue.
I don't like sand.
That's too damn bad!
She walks around in what can only be referred to as a tactical bikini, in the depths of the frozen north. I mean, I'm sure they got central heating and shit, but that is still a very brave choice. You also have Boatman McCthulhu face, totally not the bastard of Bolton, some old hag, and way too much eyeshadows guy. Like, come on, save some for the rest of us, you inconsiderate fuck. Every single one of them is edgier than the last, and this even extends to the troops they command, who are so goddamn edgy that they can reinforce from sheer cliff sides. The Delven roster is actually surprisingly solid, with a good spread of melee, ranged and mounted troops together with a few monsters to break up the monotony. Their artillery, on the other hand, is complete grade A garbage tier, and if any self-respecting dwarf would ever be forced to use one, they would rather shave off their beards in shame and commit dead on the spot, which I cannot blame them for. As in every game, you can play it however you want to, but personally, I leaned in to the asshole and I embraced the edgy shitlord mentality. If anyone asked me for a non-aggression pact, I declined and warmed up the slave pits. If they asked for peace, I declined and pressed the attack, because mercy is for cowards and weaklings. If anyone asked me for a trade agreement, I agreed, because I heckin' love money. After every battle, I maximized how many slaves I've got. During events, I chose the option, which made me think to myself, man, that is a straight up dick move, my guy. I raided and pillaged just for the sake of raiding and pillaging, and I had a good time doing it. So as much as it pains me to say, I guess the Dark Elves are actually alright. Yeah, they're okay. I had a good time, and yeah, you should try them out if you want to. They have a good variety of units, they got some cool monsters, they got big ass boats, and they can instantly build things using free range laborers. And let's not forget, they are single-handedly keeping Hot Topic in business, and while I don't know if that's a good thing or not, it never hurts to cultivate some goodwill with the possibly undead of the blood-sucking variety. And that is all I got, so thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one after I ponder on the mysteries of the universe. Peace. Disgusting.